Hey, hello. This is Señorita Sabrosura. Good morning, good night. And today we're doing something different. I'm joined today by the chill dude on a couch.
From
Hi.
the Hey, how are you, señorita?
Good, good. After too many epic fails,
Yes,
computer not working.
for those of you that are watching, my laptop decided to die today.
Yeah, and my internet it's giving problems too. The audio, I don't know. And then it was like a glitch there. It looks like we're haunted.
Oh yeah, but we are here because we want to talk about an album that was released on May 31st.
Yes, we want to talk about City and Color. The Love Still Held Me Near. This is an album I recommend to you. And then I forgot it was released on Friday, last Friday.
Yeah, no, and yeah, it's a. I thank you for recommending the album because it's a great album, and yeah, I really enjoyed it.
I'm glad you enjoy it. Well, there are certain bands, certain music that reminds you of certain specific moments of your life. So for me, in 2008, it was City and Color. So that band reminds me of that year. That was 15 years ago. I can't believe so many years has happened. Um, and I find it like sort of amazing after all these years. I still can connect to Dallas Green, and now it's like the same sensibility that he always had, but like more mature, like more with more experience. and because I like it, I wanted to recommend to you. What were your first thoughts on this album?
So yeah, this album, I was reading some of the information about the album. So he wrote this album he was separated from his wife of 11 years. So it's a very personal record about loss and separation. And of course, me being recently divorced, like thank you, Señorita Sabrosura, for making me get this.
I didn't even think about that because
No,
the album is also about grief and loss. So I identified too. He wrote many of the songs because he lost like a best friend, and then he lost his cousin, and then his marriage broke down. So many things, and I think that you can feel that in the album. It's like very personal, very deep.
yeah, it's a very personal, deep record, and I think the lyrics are great, and the way that he sings it, there's a lot of emotion, and yeah, you can tell that he's talking about different subjects. So yeah, I thought it's a very solid album, and he's from the band Alexis on Fire, right?
Yes, yeah, I think he was the guitarist, and he did like some chorus, but then he decided to do a side project, and he's very successful with his side project. And do you know why the band is called City and Color?
No idea.
Because his name is Dallas Green. Dallas City and Color Green.
Ah, so that's
Yeah,
a
and
way
it's
not put
actually
your
a
name.
moniker because he's the whole band.
Yeah, that's a way to just put instead of putting your name, put like a different spin on it. So yeah,
Yes.
I didn't know that, but when I read the information about the album, like I enjoyed it more because I like the stories, and it's an album that really like I think the lyrics are very important, and the mood of the songs. There's a little bit of country, there's a little bit of alternative, but it's a mostly chill record.
Yes. One thing I like about Dallas Green City and Color is that, sometimes you feel some way and you don't know how to say it. So he comes and he sings it for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. There's some songs there that I could totally relate to. So what are your favorite tracks, Señorita?
Well, to start, the first song, Meant to Be. For me, this is a very deeply personal song. He wrote that because he lost a friend back in 2019. And this song, it's amazing. I think it sets the tone for the whole album. Like 12 seconds into the song, it's very haunting, beautiful, the guitars, and and it's a song about loss and grief. And like you said, it could be the loss of a love or a relationship, or the loss, like you're grieving uh the person. And for me, it hits right in the feels when he sings, "I don't believe this is how it's meant to be. The church bells they ring. You can hear the mourners sings. They still believe this is how it's meant to be." Like, when you
Yeah,
love someone, you always believe this is not how it's supposed to be. This is not meant to be. This wasn't the time. And I hate that always comes someone, "Oh, that was meant to be. Let things happen for a reason. Oh, the person is better now." What do you know? Like, no. And for me, this song, it has some heavy lyrics, but without feeling like a heavy song.
yeah, no, yeah, yeah. There's a part where he says like he misses his friend. So yeah,
Yeah, he's like, "How do I carry on?"
yeah, yeah. It's a very emotional song, and yeah, it's a great way to start the album, which hits. It's a heavy lyrical album, like you said.
Yes. And another song I like, I think it was another single, Underground.
Ah, yeah, that's the second track. Yeah, it's
Yes.
interesting.
This song for me is like full of emotion. It's a little more upbeat than the first one. And I love the chorus here in this song. And it's like feeling, for me it feels like a progression of the album, like moving from grief to a little bit of hope with this song.
Yeah, yeah, it does have a little bit of hope,
Yeah.
and then it goes to a song that it's that I really enjoyed, like
That,
fucked it up.
what do you like about that song?
Well, I could relate to it, because yeah, I can relate to fucking things up.
I hope you learn at least.
Yes, I learned that I'm good at fucking things up. No, yeah,
um, yeah, I like where he says like we have everything that we needed and we fuck it up. But he says like we, like not you. He's not blaming someone or not blaming himself. Like we.
well, it makes sense because in a relationship, there's two people. There's usually someone who has more of the blame, but there's always stuff that both could do. So yeah, uh, but yeah, but in my case, I fucked up more. But yeah, it, but yeah, I think that yeah, it's relatable because everyone can relate to it, and even it could have been corny with a name like "fucked it all up." Like it could have been a corny song, but it's not. It's got great lyrics, and it's that one has more of like a country vibe to it.
Yes. Another song I like is the one of the title of the album, "The Love Still Held Me Near." Like the album could feel sometimes like doom, gloomy, like, but still, like it gives you hope, and the love like will save you. And I like here this song like has some like funky guitars and keyboards, and the bass in this song like it goes all over the place, but it sets the tone for the song.
Yeah, yeah, it's a good track as well. There's one track in the album that my favorite is "The Things We Choose to Ignore," or no, what's the name of the song?
Uh, the things we choose to care about.
The Things We Choose to Care About. That song really hit me hard. Like, there's a lyric that says that how could you like just walk away so easily? So I'm not gonna talk a lot about my personal life here, but yeah, I can relate to things that had happened to me in the last months with that song. Like, that song, like, oh my god, like like I felt like he was speaking to me. So yeah, that's a really great song. And he's saying somewhere in the song about his victories, and like they're not as many. So I could totally relate to that song. It's a great song. What do you think about that one?
Yeah, I really like that one too. Um, all the songs could be relatable. Maybe happened to you in the past, in the present, or it's gonna make you think that could happen. Another song I like is "After Disaster."
Yeah, I
For
think that
me,
follows.
this song, I like he has like an angelic voice, and with the beautiful oohs, remind me of another album, "Bring Me Your Love." I really love that album. It's the one that made me discover this artist. It's like a slower vibe, uh, and he says something about terrified of fucking things up, like, I thought you fuck it up already. but here he says like
Sometimes
he's terrified of fucking things up.
you refuck things. So
Well, you can always fuck again.
it's like
So,
it's like a he like you refuck things once and over again. So it's funny, but yeah, it's really it's a very, even though it's like a chill album, it's very raw.
yeah, it's very raw, very emotional. But what I like is that not everything is doom and gloom, and he gives you bow down to love. Here's the solution to not fucking up, not messing more. Bow down to love, like surrender to love. And these songs like starts like very ambient, very smooth. Uh, it starts deep and it only goes deeper, like very haunting, but it has some notes of redemption. Like it gives you an option, like bow down to love.
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, it's like the more happy song of the album. But after you making me listen to this album a few times, now I need some therapy, señorita.
Any other song that you like?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember, since I don't have like the notes here me of the song, but I like "Fucked It Up." I like "The Things We Choose to Ignore." I like "Meant to Be," "Underground." I think the whole album is enjoyable. But "The Things We Choose to Care About," I think that's the one that hit me the most.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So overall, what are your thoughts on the album?
So yeah, I think this is a great album. Like, I would suggest that if you are going through divorce or depression, uh, listen to this album with caution. Parental advisory. This album could depress you more, or could, or it could be therapeutic, because, like, I'm telling you, it's very raw. But yeah,
Yeah, but one thing that he said in an interview that I read is that this helps you to go through, like you have to feel it all. Like we all had rough times. Like I have like rough patches in the past, and you have to feel it all. Like you can not
yeah,
feel it. So
you can't be happy all the fucking time. Life is all about like peaks and valleys, and yeah. So yeah,
Yeah,
I
and what I like is at the end it gives you like a note of hope, like not everything. And for example, in what was it? It was a song, I think, with a warning or like the water. He says like I won't surrender.
Yeah, I think yeah, because even though he's going through a lot of tough times, I think that he's trying to get by and keep a positive attitude, like and I can relate, going through all the stuff that have been the last year, like I still have a positive attitude, and you have to like keep moving forward. So yeah, I like
Yes,
that it's not
and
all.
for me, music always helps.
Yes, that is true. Music always helps. Like doing the channel helps. Like yeah. So yeah, it's an album that it's great. Like the music is good, the lyrics are good. The way he's a good singer also.
Yeah. Yeah, I
So
like that it has like a little bit of like soul, gospel, like southern rock, even though he's from Canada. Like it's a southern rock, but he's from Canada. Very alternative folk. It feels like very cathartic. It's well produced. It's a great mix. Uh, and very personal. Like I recommend it. Like for me, it feels like very cathartic, very soothing. His voice for me is very soothing. And if you haven't heard the other albums, I recommend that. Like maybe you can start with Little Hell or Bring Me Your Love.
yeah, try the cheerful ones first. But yeah, no, it's a great record. So yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, so for me, it's a solid record. Very personal, very profound. And for me, I will give it like a 9.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you. I also would give it a 9. It's a solid album. It's well written, and I think it has super strong lyrics. So yeah, you shouldn't sleep on this album.
On City and Color and what's coming next. And if you have a break to catch them, like I went to see him last year and it was a great, great, great show. Very personal, very intimate. It was like a small venue and it was amazing. And it was funny because my husband thought, oh, we're gonna see City and Color, and he was waiting for the band and it's only one person. But it feels like a whole band.
Yeah, yeah, no, I think also when you do like it's only one person with a guitar, it's like more like it has to be scary because you're alone. You don't have like a backing band. It's all you and lyrics. So yeah, so yeah. But I would have been like
Yeah.
your husband, waiting like where is the like where's the people?
Well, he had some guests, really good guests. But it's a great show, and this is a great album, so don't sleep on it. And well, I have to ask, what's next for the chill dude on a couch? I see that you have the new couch and now every day.
I have
And
the
what's
new. Now I have to get a new fucking laptop.
well, after you get the new laptop, what's coming up on the channel?
That
I know
I
you're
got some.
almost at 700.
I'm almost at 700. I got some interviews planned. That's why I need a laptop because interviews I need the laptop to do the interviews. And obviously next week I'm reviewing the new Metallica album 72 Seasons because of course I have to review that one.
Yes.
So yeah, that's what coming up next. So yeah, this is the first time that I'm a guest on your channel.
Yes. So people, don't forget to subscribe. She'll do it on a couch. Don't forget to subscribe to me and don't forget to buy my merch. So until next time, Señorita
This is
Sabrosura,
and Hector, the chill on the couch.
and we'll see you next time on the couch.
Yeah, you have a couch on different couches.
So have a good one, people.
Bye.